How to perform maintenance on the ER636H. Maintenance items and tools. Maintenance points. Preparation before maintenance. Before performing maintenance, the following 4 tasks must be completed. 1. Utilize personal protective equipment, including slip-resistant work boots, oil-resistant gloves, and safety goggles. 2. Prepare specialized tools and components. Use SDLG genuine parts. 3. Position the machine for service. 4. Allow the engine to idle for 5 minutes before shutting it off. Then attach a Do Not Operate tag to the joysticks. Waste oil and used filter elements generated during maintenance are classified as hazardous waste. Please dispose of them properly according to relevant environmental regulations. Do not discard them indiscriminately. Engine system air filter element replacement. Open the machine rear hood. Release the end cover latches and remove the end cover. Remove the primary filter element. Then remove the safety filter element. Clean the inner surface of the housing and the filter element sealing surface with a clean cloth. Inspect the new filter elements to ensure no visible damage. Install the safety filter element. Install the primary filter element. Pinch the dust discharge valve to expel accumulated dust. Clean any residual dust from the end cover with a clean cloth. Install the end cover. Engine oil level check. Pull out the dipstick. Observe the color of the engine oil. Under normal conditions, the oil should be clear and transparent. If any abnormal color is found, replace the oil immediately. Wipe it clean. Reinsert the dipstick fully. Wait for 2 seconds. Then pull it out again. The oil level is normal if it is between the 2 marked lines. If the oil level is below the lower line, add oil. If it is above the upper line, drain excess oil. Engine oil filter element replacement. Remove the old filter element. Wipe the filter mounting base surface clean, ensuring it is free of oil residue. Apply new engine oil to the gasket of the new filter element. Hand install the new filter element onto the mounting base. Once the gasket contacts the mounting base, tighten it an additional 1/4 to 1/2 turn. Do not over-tighten. Engine oil drainage. Place a suitable container under the drain point. Loosen the drain plug and allow the old engine oil to drain completely. After draining, clean the drain plug and its sealing surface. Install the drain plug with its gasket and tighten to the specified torque. Engine oil filling. Open the engine oil filler cap. Place a funnel in the filler neck. Slowly fill with new engine oil. After filling, tighten the filler cap and wipe away any spilled oil. Start the engine and let it idle for 1 to 2 minutes. Inspect the drain plug, filter element, and surrounding areas to confirm there are no leaks. Fuel water separator draining. Observe the red ring at the bottom of the fuel water separator. If the red ring is floating, water must be drained. Place a container under the separator. Slowly open the drain valve and loosen the bleed screw to allow water to flow out. When the discharged fluid becomes clear diesel fuel, the water has been completely drained. Tighten the drain valve and bleed screw securely. Fuel water separator filter element replacement. Turn the fuel shutoff valve to the off position. Remove the filter bowl. Remove the old filter element and empty any fuel from the bowl into the container. Wipe the filter mounting base surface clean. Secure the new filter element inside the bowl. Then hand thread the bowl assembly onto the mounting base. Once the O-ring contacts the mounting base, tighten an additional 1/4 to 1/2 turn. Fuel final filter element replacement. Remove the old filter element. Wipe the filter mounting base surface clean. Apply clean diesel fuel to the gasket of the new filter element. Hand install the new filter element. Once the gasket contacts the mounting base, tighten an additional 2/3 turn. Do not over-tighten. Turn the fuel shutoff valve to the on position. Fuel system maintenance completion. Power up the machine. Wait for approximately 5 minutes to allow air to be bled from the fuel lines and filters. Start the engine and carefully inspect around the filters for any fuel leaks.
Hydraulic system. Hydraulic oil level check. Position the machine in the service posture. Open the right side hood. Observe the sight gauge. The oil level should be between the low and high marks on the sight gauge. Releasing hydraulic system pressure. Position the machine in the service posture. Stop the engine.
Power up the machine.
Place the safety lock lever in the unlock position. Move the joysticks in all directions multiple times. Return the safety lock lever to the lock position. Hydraulic tank breather replacement. Remove the breather. Pressure within the hydraulic tank will be released upon removal. Install the new breather. Return filter element replacement. Clean the surface of the return filter flange. Remove the return filter flange. Remove the O-ringing, spring, and old filter element. Clean all removed components. Install the new filter element. Reinstall the remaining components. When installing the flange cover, press it down firmly and tighten the bolts. Start the engine and run at low idle for 10 minutes to purge air from the system. Inspect around the flange for any signs of oil leakage. Pilot filter element replacement. Release hydraulic system pressure. Remove the access panel under the cab. Clean the pilot filter housing and filter head. Place a container under the filter. Remove the filter bowl and drain any residual oil. Remove the old filter element and install the new one. Reinstall the filter bowl onto the head. Tighten to the specified torque. Suction filter element replacement. Wipe the surface of the suction filter flange. Remove the suction filter flange and spring. Pull out the suction filter assembly. Loosen the nut on the filter end and remove the old suction filter element. Install the new suction filter element. Securing it with the nut, tighten to the specified position. Reinstall the suction filter assembly and spring into the tank. Install the flange. Start the engine and run at low idle for 10 minutes to purge air from the system. Inspect around the flange for any signs of oil leakage. Hydraulic oil drainage. Swing the upper structure 90 degrees. Position the machine for hydraulic oil drainage. Release hydraulic system pressure. Remove the breather. Remove the bottom guard plate. Remove the drain valve cap. Place a container, then install the drain hose. Note: hydraulic oil will begin to drain once the hose is installed. After draining is complete, remove the drain hose. Reinstall the drain valve cap. Reinstall the bottom guard plate. Install the tank breather. Hydraulic oil filling. Wipe the surface of the suction filter flange. Remove the suction filter flange. Fill with hydraulic oil until the level reaches the standard range on the sight gauge. Reinstall the filler flange. Start the engine and let it idle, then observe the sight gauge. If the oil level is low, remove the breather and add additional hydraulic oil.
Cooling system. Coolant level check. Allow the cooling system to cool to ambient temperature. Slowly loosen the radiator filler cap. Observe the coolant level. It should be slightly below the filler neck opening. Coolant drainage. Allow the cooling system to cool to ambient temperature. Slowly loosen the radiator filler cap to release pressure. Place a suitable container under the drain point. Open the drain valve to drain the coolant. Close the drain valve once the coolant is fully drained. Coolant filling. Allow the cooling system to cool to ambient temperature. Slowly loosen the radiator filler cap to release pressure. Add coolant until the level reaches just below the filler neck opening. Run the engine at low idle and then at medium idle for 5 minutes each to purge air from the cooling system. Stop the engine, wait for 3 minutes, then add more coolant to reach the specified level. Tighten the radiator filler cap securely. Undercarriage system. Travel motor gear oil level check. Park the machine on a level surface. Position the travel motor so that the drain plug is at the lowest point. Remove the level check plug. The gear oil level is normal if oil is almost overflowing from the check hole. Travel reduction gear oil drainage. Place a container under the drain point. Remove the drain plug. Allow the oil to drain completely. Reinstall the drain plug. Travel reduction gear oil filling. Remove the fill plug and the level check plug. Add gear oil through the fill plug opening until oil begins to seep from the level check plug hole. Reinstall the fill plug and the level check plug. Clean the end surface of the travel motor reduction gearbox. Track tension check. Move the machine onto a flat, firm surface. Use the dozer blade and work equipment to raise the machine. Run the tracks forward and backward several times. Stop the engine and place the safety lock lever in the lock position. Measure the gap between the bottom of the track frame and the top surface of the track shoe. If the measured gap is less than 94 millimeters, track tension needs to be reduced. If the measured gap is greater than 100 millimeters, track tension needs to be increased. Track tension adjustment. Slowly loosening the relief valve assembly will reduce track tension. Caution: do not loosen the relief valve assembly more than 2 turns. Injecting grease into the grease fitting will increase track tension. Continuously monitor the measurement value while making adjustments. Stop adjustment immediately once the specified value is reached. Air conditioning system. Air conditioning recirculation and fresh air filter element replacement. Remove the 2 interior trim screws. Remove the ventilation grill panel. Remove the old fresh air filter element. Remove the 2 mounting bolts. Remove the recirculation fresh air damper assembly. Remove the old recirculation filter element. Install the new recirculation filter element. Reinstall the recirculation fresh air damper assembly. Install the new fresh air filter element and secure the latches. Reinstall the ventilation grill panel. Air conditioning compressor belt tension check. Apply approximately 6 kilograms of force with your finger at the midpoint of the compressor belt span. Normal belt deflection under this force is approximately 5 to 8 millimeters. If the deflection does not meet this specification, adjust the belt tension according to the operation and maintenance manual. Machine lubrication. Position the machine in the service posture. Clean the grease fittings. Apply grease to the fitting. Observe a slight amount of grease seeping out from the lubricated joint as an indicator of proper lubrication. Remove the grease gun and wipe the fitting clean. The lubrication interval for the swing bearing is 250 hours. The lubrication interval for the blade cylinder mounting pins, dozer blade pivot pins, and boom swing cylinder pivot pins is 50 hours. The lubrication interval for all other specified points is 1 machine shift.